Hey Bree, what's up? Pretty good. How are you doing? Oh, Colorado, Luke, let's go. What's up, brother? Hey, what's up? How's it going? How's it going, guys? Really happy that people are here. Look, Vicky, let's go. Let's go, Vicky. Got Avery, got Colorado, and I got Vicky. Heck yeah. And then I got my boy over here. Pinch. I think it's hot. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the fan. Whoa, hold on. What is going on? Cada mensagem ódio. That was pretty funny. Ugh. Gonna turn on the fan. Oh, hi, Pretzel. So, how are you guys doing? How's everybody? What's everybody up to tonight? Ah, got a little belly right here. Get a little belly rub. Little belly rub. Oh, what is this? It's got a little scar. I mean, it's not a scar though. Hmm. What else do we have here? What's going on? What's going on with my homie? My little boy right here. Oh well, thank you for stopping by, Luke. Really appreciate it. I hope you have a good night. Ready to brush and floss. Let's go. Gotta take care of your teeth for sure. Speaking of teeth, no, you gotta show me the teeths. Oh, look at that. He's got all the baby teeth. Look at the little teeths. Oh, little molars, little canines. Oh, such a tiny little boy, tiny little puppy right here. His little ears cleaned. Oh, I gotta clean them a little more. I'm good, just relaxing. Trivia with Main Gate. Let's go. What was the theme? Based on the Muppets. Oh, nice. Man, I remember. I remember when the Muppets were so big. Everybody liked the Muppets. They had the Muppet Babies. They had the live action. They had the animated series. They had the figurines, the action figures. They were like some Muppets came in a cereal box. Man, I remember back in the day when I was little, the Muppets were big. Everybody liked the Muppets. Could really bite you. Yeah, he could. Especially since he's asleep. But he's fine. Man, I believe you won't believe how much I got correct from the quiz. Ooh, yeah. What was your percentage? How'd you do? Man. Yeah, but back in the day, the Muppets, the Smurfs, the what was it? The snorkel one. There was one with the snorks. Yeah, we had the Snorks. We had the Smurfs, the Muppets. We had, oh man, we had so many cartoons back in the day. So many. I got nine right and only one wrong. Oh, 10 questions. Let's go. That's 90%. That's pretty good. It's a pretty good percentage. Your knowledge of the Muppets is formidable. Good job, Avery. Miss Piggy, is she a Muppet? Yeah, she is. She's definitely a Muppet. I forgot. I used to know all their names. Oh man. Did you hear there's a Muppets haunted mansion? No, I didn't know that. That's pretty awesome. What else? Man, there used to be like Muppet toys, Muppet watches, Muppet shirts, Muppet everything. Their merchandise was huge. I don't know why. But it took the world by storm for like 2 years, and then we had the Muppet Babies, Muppet Babies, shubada 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 shubada. I I don't remember the song, but it was really cool, man. I remember. Did you know? Okay, yeah. And I remember one time I got a cereal, a Muppets what was it? It was like a Muppets edition of Cocoa Puffs, but with the Muppets in the picture. And in the back, there was this swirl. There was this black and white swirl. And I remember there was a cartoon I watched where somebody jumps into a portal. Somebody jumps into a portal that's like a black and white swirl, and they get sucked into the portal. Oh, today I did my first live. Let's go, Jess. First live. Let's go. Um, there was a swirl, and I remember thinking I took it to like the woods, right, the box, and I thought maybe if I focus really hard, really, really, really hard, I can like get sucked into the vortex and go into the cartoon world, and maybe I can hang out with the Muppets, and we can go on adventures. Like I really believe that I could go into like the television and go and play with the Muppets. Oh man. Oh man. that was I had a crazy imagination when I was a kid. Crazy. Man. Anyways, back to my puppy, the star of my show. Oh, it's a good boy. This can't be comfortable. Come here, pal. Get off the wood. Ah, that's better. And I'm gonna cover your eyes so you don't have to cover your little eyes so you don't have to like be in the spotlight. Oh yeah. Oh, he's my good boy. Look at his little paws with his freshly manicured nails. Mm. So Jess, what's your live stream about? What do you what's your What do you focus on when you live stream? Or what do you talk about? Oh, such a good boy. Look at this. Look at it, a boy. Look at this little good boy. Oh man, I can't get enough of this. Man, I love this dog. This is a good dog. Mm. Going live tomorrow with someone special at 11:30 our time. Let's go. I'll try to make it. I'll be on my lunch break at 11:30. So I'll stop by your live stream and hang out. Boop 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 boop. Mm. Man, I love his. Look at his baby teeth. Look at his little baby teeth. Oh man, I can't get enough. What a perfect dog. What a perfect man. This is perfection. Everything. I like everything about my dog. Everything. I wish he wasn't a foster. I wish he was my dog. Man, I wish I could keep this one. Oh, so today I just showed everyone my CDs, books, items, and wrote questions and pictures, and played guitar. Nice, nice. That's a fun one. I like that. Tomorrow I'll show off my diamond art I was telling you about. Ooh yeah, yeah. That's gonna be great. It's gonna be so great. Your diamond art. And I cannot forget about my little dogzilla. Hi, dogzilla, baby. Oh, you tiny, tiny dog. How I love my tiny dog. Read tomorrow. No, what a baby. Hi, dogzilla. Hi, baby. Oh, you're such a good baby. Oh, oh man. Are you cold, my love? Why are you curled up like this? Why are you so curled up? Oh, I'll keep you warm, baby. Mm. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, not my dogzilla. No, sleep tight, baby. Mm-hmm. Hey, Pretzel. What you doing, baby? Why are you sneaking around? Ooh, karate, let's go. Man, I grew up liking karate. Like I wanted to learn karate and I wanted to learn kung fu. Oh, what is she doing? What are you doing, my little pretzel baby? And I used to think that kung fu was real. That if you learn kung fu, you could kick everybody's butt. But turns out kung fu is fake, and that really broke my heart when I learned that like kung fu is not a real martial art. Well, it is, and technically you can hurt somebody, but like it's not as hard, as tough as they made it sound. Like when I saw kung fu, and people were doing like ha 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 yeah, cha 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 cha, like all of that is those it's not very effective. My TV saying retrieving data is have no idea what that means. It's retrieving data. Oh wow. You know what I heard? I heard that's is it a smart television? Vicky, is that a smart TV? I asked the quiz people a really tricky trivia question from the Muppets Haunted Mansion. Really? What did you ask them, Avery? Oh, Vicky, what I heard now, I don't know how true this is, but what I heard is that smart TVs, they listen to you. They listen to everything you say. And when you talk about a product, the television remembers the product. And then you find it on Google. Like they sell your information and stuff like that. Like I didn't believe it, but it's true. Televisions, smart TVs or smart televisions are continuously collecting personal data. Well, not personal data, but data, information. They make a profile about people and well, maybe not a profile, but they listen to what kind of products you buy, and and then they sell that collected information, like marketable information. That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true. All right, Vicky. Yeah. Whoa, smartphones and most smart electronics actively listen to and collect data. Dang. So right now we're giving them a lot of information then. Because I talk a lot on my phone. Obviously I live stream, so it's listening to everything I'm saying. Man, I wish there was a way to opt out of it. Like just be like, hey, don't listen to my stuff. Don't listen to me speak when I don't want you to listen to me. Stuff like stuff like that. And apparently there's ways of deactivating this feature. But if your television resets, the feature comes back on. They know everything about you and me and everyone, but when I say they I don't know who exactly. That's funny. Oh Lord. Yeah, I honestly I say the same thing. I say this. Wow. I mean, I would assume it's like the CIA or the FBI or some intelligence agency. Oh, hi, Fox. Let's go. Let's go, Fox. Oh man. Well, it's day 7 and I haven't been crushed by the canopy. Man, I'm so scared. I haven't been here because I want to get off social media for a while. Okay. Also, I'm trying to. That's all right, Fox. If you want to get off social media, that's perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with that. Then so who the question was, who does who does the prawn come face to face when he comes into the celebrity room? Ooh, what's the answer? Man, I'm so. Oh, welcome back. Yeah, I deleted all my social media apps, but now I mindlessly doom scroll on YouTube. Ha! It's probably how you found me. Just mindlessly doom scrolling. Well, so, hey, 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 Zinx, let's go. Woo! Z- Yeah, so what do you guys watch on with like what kind of live streams? Like I mean obviously you're here. That's great. But what other live streams do you guys watch? The vibe just made it to the building. Let's go. Yeah, let's go, dude. Zinx is here, just brings the energy up. What's up, Zinx? I was just asking people like, what other live streams do you guys watch? Like besides this one? I know you or yeah. Buster, the answer to the question is someone disguised as John Stamos. Oh, ah, yeah. Uh, who? John Stamos. Oh, yeah, from Full House. The only other streamer I watch is Illuminexty. Oh, yeah, you talked about that one. Yeah. But that's a big channel, right? Uh, what is it? Illuminexty. That's a really big channel. What is it? Silently crying in the inside, but I'm okay. Oh, silently crying on the inside, but I'm okay. Oh, Fox. And Avery says I watch Mad Matt during the day. Oh yeah, and and the way you say his name is Illuminati, but he makes a difference, just like how you would assume mine is Zin. Zin, but it's Zinx. So is the X silent, or is it actually pronounced Zinx? No preference. I haven't been on a girl's live who claims to be a Satanist. I feed her life with I feed her life with uh, current event news. Nice. Illuminated. Illuminated or illuminates. I'm confused. I am confusion. Oh, it's Illuminati. Gotcha. No, that's awesome. Like you guys watch some seriously cool stuff. Mm. He has fluffy hair and he does his stream every day besides Wednesday. I have a beat dedicated to him, just like Foster. It's titled One Universe. His channel link is in the description. Oh, let's go. It's mainly brain rot on my part. Oh, brain rot. Yikes. Big yikes. Ultra yikes. Mega yikes. Where did that come from? Because I was sitting one day, like just, I was hanging out, and out of nowhere, I started seeing brain rot. And did it, like, I wonder if, like, brain rot came on an asteroid. Oh, you can't get away from me now. You, look at who we got here. Lex. Oh, you're with me now, baby. Oh, I know. Put your nails back in, you weirdo. Oh, good kitty. Just I'm gonna be updating the background from the realistic raccoon to the other version. So if if you end up seeing the background that you enjoy, let me know because I could send it to you. Yeah, send it anyways. I'd like to see it. Man, I like that. And meanwhile, I have little Lexi butt right here, being a good boy. Oh man, what's this? Oh, Oh, this is cool. Oh wow. Yeah, so recently I've been thinking of doing a 8-bit version of your logo and a futuristic version. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I would like to see that. Oh man. Ah man, I love to see the variations. Like the one I'm using right now, I saw it and I'm like, yeah. Yeah, that's the one. I like that one. All right. Well, the cats are asleep now, so the cats and the dogs. So I'm gonna go and we're gonna go ahead and what is that? Is that a secret code? Fox? Bring out the candles. Oh yeah, let's go. I have the beach plan judging by those concepts. A bit obviously gonna fit an 8-bit track and dubstep track, so futuristic background. Oh nice, let's go. Ah. All right, well, oh, all the puppies are asleep already, so except little Wishbone just woke up. But I'm gonna give him a chance to sleep. English wasn't entirely good there, but that's because I speak Ojibwe more than English, meaning native tongue. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, nice. Okay, so here we are again, guys. Back in we're turning on over to the late night show because all the puppies are asleep. Um, I don't know what we're getting ourselves into today, but it's always a good time. There's a problem with that because, yeah, let's go. Meow. I don't know why Lex wants to be out here. Okay, so what are we getting ourselves into today? What's the topic for today? No, Lex, you're a menace. No, you're not gonna convince me. No, 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 Lex. Oh, they have a rating. So I'm back at the creepypasta website, And I noticed that the stories have an average rating. So they go from 7.63 to 6.38. So I'm guessing it's in a 1 through 10 scale. And ooh, Hunting Grounds. It's got a rating of 9.38. That movie will scare the crap out of Avery. You, Avery. What movie? What are we doing tonight? Was there? I got Salem Slot from library today. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to watch it. Oh yeah, do it at your own peril. Oh, Sun 8, let's go. How's it going? Well, today I found the story on Creepypasta and it's rated 9.38. 9.38. So it's very close to a perfect 10, but not quite. Did you check out any of the backroom videos? No, unfortunately I couldn't. This is my free time, guys. Like Zinks. This is what I like. The day is over. I wake up in the morning, I take care of the dogs, I work all day, and then this is me getting off work. So finally here with you guys. So I don't really have time to check out stuff as much as I wish I did. The only thing Salem reminds me of is Sanderson sisters. Hocus Pocus. Hmm. Okay, so I'm gonna start with a. Oh, they lowered the. No, that's not the story. This is my uncle was obsessed with holes. What does that mean? Recently, my family was contacted by a storage unit company. They said my dad was listed as the secondary contact for a unit under my uncle's name, which was strange, as my uncle had been ellipsis. Hunting grounds. Ding dong, Erin Tucker, Airy, to anyone besides her mother, looked up from her tablet to see which of the locals had come to bug her before she finally got off work for the weekend. No, that doesn't. I'm more interested in the. Am I bleeding? How? Oh, bye, Fox. I'll be back if I'm alive. Oh, Lord. Oh boy. See you when you get back. Gay bearded. Dang. Uh Vicky, get rid of staying off the grid. Or actually I'll do it myself. We don't need this kind of energy. Uh, Thank you, Vicky. Appreciate it. All right. Okay, there's another story. Okay, so this one's about a. This is a creepy pasta. It's rated 8.21, so still very close to a 10. And it's about I guess a father that inherited a box, a container box, or no, not a container box, but a storage unit. Make me mad. I'm genuinely. Oh, let's go, dude. I don't know why you're not a mod already. As moderator, managing. Let's go, Zinks. Welcome to the team. Let's make short work. Foster, I'm hopping off. I'll see you when I go live tomorrow. See you then. 11:30. I will remember. W Vicky 810 Warthog. Let's go. Oh man. Okay. So the story is titled "My Uncle Was Obsessed with Holes," which
I want to know what that is all about. I'm gonna go ahead and check it out. No legs. Okay, my uncle was obsessed with holes. 41 minutes. Dang. Who is the author? Body horror. And these are the body horror, paranormal, psychological horror, body horror, elder god, insanity, Mr. Sluggy, surgery. What is all this? What are all these tags? Hmm. So we have a by Fox. I mean, no, Fox is Fox is back. Avery's the one who left. Okay. Okay, so recently my family was contacted by a storage unit company. They said my dad was listed as the secondary con. Wow, I can't stand that. Mm. As the secondary contact for a unit under my uncle's name, which was strange, as my uncle had been a missing person for nearly 14 years now, which apparently the company didn't know, explaining that they hadn't needed to contact anyone because of an auto-pay system, meaning they'd been charging a missing persons account for nearly 13 years, give or take. Wow. See, that's wow. Can you imagine? You go missing for 13 years and then you come back and you look at your bank statement and they've been charging you for 13 years? No problem. Thank you. Thanks so much. Let's go. Let's go. But that's amazing. Like companies don't even care. They don't even check on you. Can you imagine if I guarantee you that um if companies checked on their customers more often, I guarantee you they would find more missing people or at least begin the search for missing people more than we can imagine. Oh, Lex really wants to come here. Lex, you don't want to be in here, pal. Talk about spooky gunship close air support inbound. Okay, my father relayed to me with increasing annoyance that apparently, if we didn't come and get this personal junk, we would have to pay a removal fee for the company to do it themselves, which added note which the added note we only had 5 days to figure it out before the lease expired. And even worse news, my father couldn't do it himself as he needed to leave for a work trip the next morning and wouldn't be back in time, meaning I would have to borrow his truck, go empty out the whole unit myself. Hmm. If I was lucky, I could get it done in one trip, but I had no idea how large the unit was, nor how packed full it would be. Man, the importance when it comes to writing, the importance. Blessed evening from Los Angeles, California. Oh, let's go, Jenny. Jennyversity. AC 130 gunship. Sorry, getting a little nerdy here. Let's go. The importance of being concise and precise, right? But I had no idea how large the unit was, and also conjugations and sentence structure, right? That is so important. That is so important because I get lost so easily when I'm writing, and there's no precision in the writing, right? There's no syntax, or basically the way that the sentence structuring. Because just, I mean, I don't want to turn this into a grammar lesson because I suck at grammar, but I know a few of the basics. Someone behind my house was shooting a gun. Oh man, scared me a little. Oof. Yeah, be careful. Get down. If somebody's shooting a gun, like, immediately get on the floor. Don't don't wait for the rounds to hit the window. A reason I no, a reason no, I don't need a reason. My paper, what is it? My paper heart is bleeding. Our bitterness repeating, and you will find no way to live like this. Cut out plastic likeness to so suffer here in silence. Oh man. Bye. Hello, K Adams. Let's go. Hello, hello, hello. Bunch of nuts living around us. Yeah, yeah, it sounds like it, Vicky. Be careful. Okay, so where was I? Begrudgingly, I agreed to help, and knowing I was sacrificing my weekend, he sweetened the deal with $100, 50 of which I blew on a bag of uh, marijuana. But it was mostly in the effort to recruit a friend or two to help me move Uncle's stuff. There's unnecessary cursing in this. I'm trying to be family friendly up in here. Oh, hey, Foster, Vicky, let's go. Right here. John making us late wasn't so bad until we hit weekend traffic. The freeway was so clogged we ended up taking side streets for the latter half. It took us an hour and some change to get there. I was admittedly a bit annoyed, but I felt it at just commenting what I but I left it at just commenting we need to leave. I Sentence structuring, please, like, choose your words better. Your sentence syntax is so important. I cannot stress that enough. Only reason why I couldn't was because it was an accident between the whole family about a little child, so I just couldn't dare to come to terms with attempting to even see a child in the States. Oh, let's go, Kay Adams. Well, welcome. Uh, okay, but I left it at just commenting. We need to leave earlier tomorrow to beat the traffic. To which he agreed apologetically. On the way, I better explain and use a comma, please. That helps. That's why the commas exist, to separate clauses, right? So it's not just one clause; it's two. If you're using two clauses in your sentence, put a little comma in between so that it's more understandable. No way. I better explained the situation to John between showing off new music we'd found to each other. He asked me how much my uncle had paid for a 13-year storage unit, which I admitted I didn't know. I decided to tell him what I did know about my uncle, which was all secondhand information. Okay, the uncle's been missing. My dad's brother was always the weird, eccentric uncle. Okay, weird and eccentric is the same. Those are synonyms. Those are synonyms. Weird, eccentric. You Indian? Not quite, brother. I'm Hispanic. Okay, does the chat know me and you are secret lovers? Oh, dang. Zinx, you got this one. Um, let's see. So he said, my dad's brother was always the weird, eccentric uncle who never really came around. He was a surgeon of some kind. Dad said he made a lot of money and traveled often. He rarely, if ever, showed up to family events, and when he did, it was always sort of weird. He was always very serious and kind of awkward. I remember being a little scared of him when I was younger. The last time I had seen my uncle was almost 2 years before he went missing, which was nearly 15 years ago now. See, that's an inconsistency because he's only been missing for 13 years. But he's been he went missing, which was nearly 15 years ago. No, that's consistent. Yeah, now it makes sense. Cut the mustache, brother. It's a bit weird. Nah, the mustache stays. I like my mustache. It's pretty good. Um, it conceals my mouth, and that's my. All right, let's go. Who did it? Vicky, let's go. Nah, the mustache is king. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, 666. My dad's brother. Okay, so he went missing. He met the last time he saw his uncle was 15 years ago. It took a whole week before he was reported missing, and even then it was only because someone reported his abandoned car near a trailhead parking area. They combed the woods around the trails for a while, but after the second week of searching, it became clear he wasn't going to be found. The more I described it to John, the more it sounded like an urban legend, so I chuckled as I continued, dropping the seriousness from my voice. Like there better be a good story twist. Let's keep it family friendly. Let's go. Fluck, fluck. Girls be on some wild stuff nowadays. Don't change it. Thank you, K Adams. Let's go, guys. Thank you for the support. Dogs just never cut a scent. They never found a trace of him or any of his stuff. Cops thought a bear got him. I assured John it wasn't a touchy subject or anything. We had a funeral service for him years back as a symbolic thing, and no one really showed up besides family. In a weird way, sorting through all his old shit would be the closest look into his life I'd ever gotten. John joked, we'd probably find a bunch of crazy vintage PORN. I doubled down, saying, yeah, I only asked for your help because moving his auto is a two-man job. This is incredibly explicit, guys. There's a lot of innuendo in this story, and I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable. Okay, so I'll try to blur everything as much as I can. I mean, the whole point of the after hour show is family friendly leaves the building. This is where all we get. So, okay, yeah, but it's a little much. You guys make a good point. You make a good point, Sinks. But Mama Dog and Puppy and Nacho. Oh, Mama Dog has been adopted. Kay Adams. I'm sorry. Mm, it was Mama Dog and Bootsy and Nacho. All three of them got adopted, and they're gone. The new guy, son eight, is little Wishbone. Wishbone is a new baby we got, and he's here. He's sleeping right now. But no, we no longer have Mama Dog, and we no longer have Nacho and Bootsy. All three of them went to separate houses. We had to separate Mama Dog and Bootsy. Hugs. Oh, let's go. Don't fight amongst yourselves, the young Padawans. Hugs all around. Let's go. No fighting. Ah, yeah. I missed them too. It was nice, especially Nacho. Somebody brought a dog to the gym, and he looked just like Nacho, but cuter. It was so nice. So freaking nice. I really, really, really appreciated seeing him. Okay. By the time we pulled up to the storage lot, the day's heat was at its peak, making me glad I had brought an ice chest. I fished out the envelope with a key and unit number before tossing the bag of WEED into its quality and smell, like into what? Into John's lap. He inspected it intently, commenting on its quality and smell as had become the smoking ritual. I parked my father's truck in front of the unit and turned to John. You want to smoke first and then take a look? They're gonna smoke marijuana in the story. Thanks. Yes, master. Gotta. Oh, a bad thunderstorm. Where? Wait, wait. Oh, okay, I know where. Don't say where. I don't want to accidentally dox anyone. And tornado risks. Oh man, prayers to you, man. I hope you're safe. And just a foot soldier. Only God is our master. Let's go, 666. I love you. Live in Texas, Adams. Oh, gotcha. Look up Bill 87, Ohio. It's the death of the First Amendment. Ooh. Lucky Dodge right there. For sure. Mm. Yeah. So some minutes later, we emerged from our shaded spot, pleasantly stoned and ready to get started. I fumbled with the key against the rusted lock for a moment before it clicked with a hard turn. I gave the shutter door a hard upward tug, but it stuck. A half foot above the ground with a loud metal scrape. John and I struggled for a minute against what? I just got interrupted by the screen. Mm-hmm. Against the might of the door, but only managed to get it up another half foot. It sounds like something stuck, John said. Between breaths, he kneeled down to look under the door. Hold on. I grabbed one of the flashlights from my truck and handed it to him. Uh-huh. Look, something. What is it? I can't stand that. Something's wedged in the, like, he motioned with his hands as he spoke, where the metal door slides on the frame. There's a pipe or something kneeling next to him. I say, okay, move. I'm gonna try and squeeze underneath and get it open. That's dangerous. Stoned. Yeah, there's the okay. So what I understand is that his father gave him $100 to go clear out his missing uncle's storage unit. The son went and bought some marijuana and purchased $50 worth of that substance, and he invited a friend. His friend's name is John, and before they were tasked with emptying a storage unit. And before they said, before we start emptying the storage unit, why don't we get high? So they decided to smoke in the truck, and that's what's going on in the story so far. Nacho and his turkey legs. Oh, Nacho turkey legs. Let's go, Vicky. So glad you say. Yeah, it's a cool story. These are cool kids. They smoke marijuana. The room was a sight to behold, and to my great dismay, my stacked nearly was stacked nearly wall to wall with a random stuff. The small saving grace was that, despite how much there was, it seemed semi-organized, kind of like an overstuffed garage. I noticed everything was. I can't stand that. Like like ads pop up and they move the lettering, they move the paragraph up, and I can't read it. It's bad enough that uh, I have a third grade reading level comprehension. Turkey, what is it? Turkey lurkey do and turkey lurkey dap. I eat the turkey, then I take a nap. That's clever. I like that. Bro Flopsky. You use Brave browser. Brave browser. I think I will. Whatever that is, it's better than this. Let me tell you something about a friend of ours, a named Jimmy, a maid, a wise guy, and a capo with a gambini. I don't know what that means, but it's provocative. They have pop-up blockers. Oh, nice. I would appreciate that. But when he found out that they'd be whacking Uncle Cheech, take A, the boss, he threw him from the 19th floor suite. I think it's good. It's a good fella quote. Oh, nice. Good catch, triple six. Eagle eye. Okay, yeah, yeah. You see all the refreshing, continuously refreshing ads. Even with the wall of items across the unit, I was able to make out some interesting things closer to the back, including some old ass looking log chest, like something straight out of a pirate movie. Some sort of medical equipment, including a table sat near the back, along with a huge collection of jars against the far wall. Some of the shelves other than others in boxes, but we had a ways to go before we could dig out any of the interesting stuff. My dad also said to me to keep an eye out for anything I wanted to keep, or if I found anything worth selling. Okay, now here's the deal. When it comes to, I like situations where there's a big room and it's filled with junk, and I'm allowed to keep stuff. Mm. What's your ethnicity? Hispanic, Mexican. Yeah, he's Mexican Hispanic. That's the one. Thank you, Kay Adams. Yeah, but I really like those situations where I'm, I have this storage area. It's packed with everything, power tools, you name it. And man, if I'm allowed to keep any of this stuff, I go for it. Like especially power tools. If it's a storage room and everything must go, I love like finding especially old, outdated, stuff, especially power tools. Because I'm a home remodeler. I do carpentry, so I can never have enough tools. I have an entire storage filled with filled to the top with tools. Most of them small, but yeah, this got me excited. You said, Vina, if you pull up, let me know it's you. It's great. You aren't tired. Oh, thank you, Kay Adams, and thank you, Zinks. So what is it? Oh, they moved me again. Yeah. Oh man, this is irritating. Like it's scrolling on its own. Dang. Okay. After a few hours and some cold beer, we found some sort of old surgery books, stuff that dated back all the way to the 1800s. It had some gruesome photos and sketches of the dissected bodies. John and I skimmed. They did it again, dadgummit. Skimmed over it and found some original images of those old operating theaters where students would watch live procedures. It was a little creepy at best, but nothing worse than something you'd see in a classroom. I figure still it was worth keeping for resale. That's interesting, and that's actually scary on its own. Because consider this: can you be my sensei? That's funny. Uh, sure. Sorry, I shared your life with someone. No problem, Zinks. Yeah. Oh dang. We got another Zinks. You got it, brother. I trust you know what to do. Okay, so that's scary on its own. I think about that because when there was a time when students of like in the medical field would they would go on to college and to to learn about operating on people. They all had they sat in a theater watching a doctor operate on a live person. And I think about that and I'm like, what if the operation goes wrong? What if the patient dies in the middle of the procedure? What then? What do you do? Like, do you just like kick everybody out? Like, hey, this patient kicked the bucket, so we're gonna ask everybody to leave. And I don't know. It's weird. For It's just scrolling. Then we found another medical book, or at least I thought it was. It was really old and written in Latin, which I was able to cleverly devise with the power of smartphone. Okay, though from really, though from the cover I doubted this was the original copy, and the paper was old but not written in Latin. Old. The only thing that made the book eye-catching was the annotations, highlighted sections, written notes, and sticky notes pasted between pages. It was practically bursting with annotation and added paper, so much so I almost thought it's doing it again. Okay, it's really difficult to read when it just keeps pushing my practically bursting with annotations and added paper, so much so I almost thought it was a scrapbook before I opened it. Nice. Again, I wish we had more time to get through the book, but I was able to glean that it mentioned some sort of procedure over and over again, though I'm not sure if it was referring to the same procedure each time or if the book is just notes on a series of procedures. Either way, I guess my uncle was into the history of medicine or something, like how things were done throughout the ages, maybe. But I didn't get to investigate it long before I heard a loud crash near John. Before I could even turn around, a pungent odor flooded the unventilated room, causing my eyes to water as if I covered my mouth. A strong chemical smell like plastic and freshly lit matches was coming from a large plastic bucket, and John had accidentally knocked over. We both backed out of the room coughing, with our eyes blurry with stinging tears. I pulled my carpenter's mask off and stuck in the afternoon air. No, and sucked in the afternoon air. Shit, man, I hope that's not the same deadly chemical vapor we just inhaled or something. I managed before coughing again. Dang. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. This is packed with things. The commercial advertisement is packed with things that I like. Somehow they know. Like all my information is on the internet. Like I stuff that I looked up on the internet, like the rowing machine. I'm seeing it right now. Dadgummit. My girl Vina was watching my girl meaning friend never even knew. Zinks, what what are you talking about? You're losing me. Okay, Adams, don't mind me. One of my IRL friends was watching at least. She said she was watching, so I'm hoping whoever got timed out wasn't her. Oh no. Oh dang. Mm. Mm. Well, hopefully your friend comes back, uh, Zinks. If she got, it must have been a mistake or something. I don't know, but sorry about that. It's probably my fault. I don't want to blame it on the. I don't want to put it on the moderators. It's likely I said something and it was misconstrued. Yeah, sorry about that. I again I don't know if your friend really get kicked or not, but um, if so, I'll take responsibility and I will apologize. By the way, if you're my moderator, like you're speaking for me, all right? So I I'm responsible for everything, everything that you guys do as moderators. I'm sorry, dude. A box fell over and I pushed it off the cabinet, John said, finishing off his beer. It's all right. I practically fell on it. It fell on its own. Did you get a look at what was in there, though? I asked. Labeled said form something. I don't know. It was a clear liquid. John responded, his breath as he sitting to catch his breath as he had been closer to the spill than I was. Determined to keep moving, I inhaled deeply and held it, shimming between bookshelves and a table to get to the spill. I turned the bucket over, and though my stinging eyes read formalin, I grabbed the handle, hoisted the now partially full bucket upright, quickly popping the lid back on before stepping out for more air and to look up the contents on my phone. Formalin. Okay, Foster's is Australian for beer. Ooh, nice. Is it Foster? No. Thank you, Vicky. Appreciate that. Yeah, cricky mate. Vicky, it was a comment saying he was gay, honey. I know. Thank you, Kay Adams. I'm not concerned about people saying stuff like that. It doesn't bother me. But it's annoying. Just people that come here to say stuff like that for no reason. Okay, so they spilled the bucket, and now what? Liquid formaldehyde, which was firstly, wow, I didn't realize it was spelled like that. And secondly, I didn't realize how toxic the stuff was. So the internet says it can put me in a coma or kill me, but that only happens with a high level exposure. But I'm also not entirely clear on how much exposure constitutes high level exposure. So I'm a little worried. It seems about a bucket's worth was definitely enough to throw a wrench in my plans. But with the sun nearly set and a good 5 hours of dumping trash at a landfill and filling up the truck bed with the shit to sort through later, it was time to call it a night. On the way back, we used YouTube to educate ourselves on how to clean up for formaldehyde without dying, which I'm sure would come in handy. Yeah, that's a good idea. Don't die. I served 2018 to 2024 as an MOS 68 whiskey. Ooh, okay, didn't want any problems. I was deployed in Germany, USAG Bavaria. Okay, nice. All right. Oh, I didn't serve in the. No, what is it? Name is uh, A ASABLKOFC. As a no, I actually served in the Marines, not the Army. What is it? What you up to? Quinn Hamlin says, "What am I up to?" I'm reading some scary stories. Have you ever heard about the time they tested red night vision back in Vietnam? The dude wearing them said he saw demons flying in the sky. And I'm sure they were under a lot of stress. So you can see, you can probably, well, you know what? I'm not gonna dismiss that they saw demons. Although I do hear that the personnel deployed to Vietnam were often on hallucinogenics. They were on speed. They were using drugs heavily in Vietnam, like abusing drugs. I was straight out of high school when I enlisted. Really, that's actually a pretty cool choice. I wish I did. I wish I did that. I wish I enlisted out of high school, but no, I enlisted in 2011, um, and it was like I failed college. I realized I wasn't very smart, so yeah, 18. Yeah, that's pretty young. Uh, at 21, that's when I went into the Marines. Mm. Not to mention the illumination they used was radiation based, so I have no doubt that he was just tripping. Likely, very likely. Again, I don't want to dismiss his experience. Maybe he did see some demons for all we know. I mean, I believe in the paranormal, and maybe there's a scientific explanation behind it, but um, yeah, definitely. There's that. Okay, so to make up for the traffic on the first day, John showed up early with breakfast. Nothing like starting your day with a whole Taco Bell meal box and a crisp soda at 9 in the morning. John was determined to get more done today, but we had to clean up our accidental chemical hazards first. We had barely made it through a quarter of the stuff in the storage unit, but John said he bet we could get through half of what's left. Mm. I lived in a toxic environment. It's why I joined, bad neighborhood, etc. Wow. Yeah, that'll do it. No, I similar. No, I lived in a decent place. I didn't. My environment wasn't toxic. At least not for the most part. But I enlisted because I wanted to. I thought it would be my ticket into the middle class. I was tired of being poor, and I thought, well, maybe if I go in the military, I'll make some good money and move up. I don't want to be stuck as a poor man, or living in poverty. So I enlisted in the military, and the sad thing is that 6 years went by, and I was an imbecile. I wasted all my money. I drank my money. So I came out of the military and I went back to my life, my terrible life, I guess. I went homeless for a little bit. Vicky, I was lucky I graduated high school. So did I by the skin of my teeth. Nice. The army saved my life away from drugs and drive-by shootings. Oh man, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's a very positive outcome. That's the best outcome actually. And that is great. That is great, Asa. That is amazing. Putting yourself down, you are good. Oh, thank you, Kay Adams. I'm good now. I'm doing excellent now, Kay Adams. I mean, I'm not wealthy, but I have a small business. I rescue dogs. I live stream. I have at night I have time to live stream. So it's a good life now, but I did I could have made better choices in my 20s. Trial and errors of life. Absolutely triple six. Absolutely. Trial and errors. Yes, I agree with you, Kay Adams. I agree with you. I absolutely agree. But I think I'm doing relatively better. Not great, not outstanding, but I'm content. I'm very content with what I do. And like everybody else, like most people, I live stream for the love of the game. I don't I the likelihood of your channel taking off and doing great is like this much. I hate to burst any bubbles, but maybe if you're young, you might make it. But I'm a 35-year-old man. The likelihood is very unlikely. Kay Adams, let's go. Thank you, Vicky. I really appreciate that. You're very comforting, and you too, Kay Adams. Thank both of you. Okay. We avoided traffic by stopping for cleaning supplies and some fresh carpenter's mask for the dust. This time nothing would slow us down. We stepped out into the lot with nothing but a full ice chest, a Bluetooth speaker, and a goal. It took some time in moving furniture around, but we managed to clean up all the formaldehyde. As I was cleaning up the spill, I spotted a low dresser drawer jammed by the thick notebook. It was thoroughly bent up, but inside I found hand-drawn sketches and blocks of writing. What else do we have? Absolutely, Vicky. And Kay Adams. Thank you. So one thing about the build up to the twist in the story, the plot twist. Like it cannot be so tangential. Like when you're writing a story, try not to go on a tangent because like honestly, I'm reading through the story. It's supposed to be rated 8.23 out of 10, and I'm seeing the story as it's written, and the build up. Guys, give me a second. Legs in the box. I don't know how he got in there. Are you CIA? I am not CIA. Lex is a CIA operative. I don't understand. Okay. All right. The rabbit remained. Okay, hold on. There's a dead rabbit in the story. let's see. I wasn't exactly sure who had drawn them. Okay, there's more because the I guess the advertisement pushed everything up. We avoided traffic, but blah 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 blah, blah drawer jammed into this and okay, there's books. Got it. I wasn't exactly sure who had drawn them, as nothing was signed, but I wonder if it had been my uncle. The further I looked inside the notebook, the more I found myself unable to stop flipping. At first, I intended to just sit it, intended to just set it right down, but something caught my eye. An anatomical sketch of a rabbit with a large gaping hole pierced through its torso. I started reading the notes around it, each line stranger than the last. The rabbit remained dead, but I felt I was much closer this time, though it's much more challenging to translate the procedure to such a small mammal in comparison. Rabbits may be the cheaper option, but the viability is yet to be seen. If testing continues to stagnate, it may be the time to reconsider looking for a serious seller. Test 13 remains unconscious but stable. It is theoretically possible, but working on a smaller scale is causing unforeseen issues. Okay, so I guess his uncle used to operate on rabbits. Tuxedo Kitty. I also have a tuxedo kitten. She's a little devil. I bet. I bet. That's awesome. I love tuxedos. I don't like the tuxedos that have the little mustache. You know the one, the bat mustache. I don't it's how do you say? It's funny when I find them, but the way they look at me, I'm like strange cat. Okay, so that was the uncle speaking. Working on a smaller scale, that part stood out to me, but maybe it really was my uncle's journal. But when the hell was he working on with rabbits? I continued deeper and found extensive notes about the viability of birds, labeled and hand-drawn depictions of similar operations filled the spaces between notes, each having some sort of large scale put straight through them. Large hole put straight through them, as if having been hole punched. Some smooth edges, a perfect circle shot through them. Organs moved aside, bones broken, and grafted into different places. It was like the goal was to rearrange the body around a cylindrical hole, and every step seemed as terrible and invasive as one would imagine. What do we have here? I don't know if you watch WWE, but who is your favorite wrestler? Mine, who is it? I guess I always liked Edge. He was pretty cool. I think he's still around, but he might be retired. But this is from like I think he was around in the Attitude Era. Mine was Chris Jericho. Oh yeah, and he had the Walls of Jericho. You remember that? Where he would go and just like hold a guy and like fold him in half. Edge is in the AEW. Oh wow, he's still around. The Rock. Let's go. Man, The Rock. He used to be so cool. And then he became strange and narcissistic and overbearing. Still cool though. I like the Attitude Era Rock. He was the best. Yeah, it is a painful. Oh, if you've ever been put in the walls of Jericho, like that is absolute pain. I was obsessed with Batista. Oh, Batista was one of my favorites too. Man, he was a good one. Yes, he did. Oh yeah, yeah. Something strange happened to The Rock. He went sideways. I watched a lot of there's those YouTubers that make rise and fall videos, the rise and fall of blah blah blah. Well, I think somebody made like a multiple YouTubers made videos about The Rock. Yeah, he became very corporate. But back in the day, he was so good. Man, can you smell what The Rock is cooking? And then he would ask you a question, and then he would say, "What's your favorite color?" And as soon as you started answering, he would be like, "It doesn't matter." Yeah, he was a savage back in the day. He used to, yeah, he was like a master roaster. Yeah, it was such a good times, good times. I loved it. I back in the day, the Attitude Era of WWE and well WWF, WWE, eh, it was all right when it started, but WWF, the World Wrestling Federation, oh man, oh man, that era was insane. Especially like the between like late 1990s, early 2000s. Yeah, that was a really cool era. They were so abrasive and disrespectful, and it was my kind of thing. Don't even get me started on Jeff Hardy. Oh, let's go. The Hardy Boys. Watch the older wrestlers, Ric Flair, Steamboat. Oh yeah, and they had Dusty Rhodes. Dusty Rhodes, his son is the current WWE superstar. Uh, Rhodes, what's his name? Dusty's son. I can't remember his name, but he's like the highest rated wrestler right now. I came late 2002 ish. Started watching. Oh yeah. So you came into like the Degeneration X era. Because it was WCW had the New World Order, and WWF had the Attitude Era, and the Attitude Era was everything. Dusty Rose is a legend. Oh yeah, Dusty Rhodes for sure. Cody Rhodes, that's the one. He's the son of Dusty Rhodes, and or is it the son or the grandson? I'm not so sure, but yeah, he's royalty. Yeah, Evolution era. Oh yeah, the Evolution era was pretty darn good. Um, it had some seriously good moments. And man, I always love the Royal Rumbles and the ladder matches and what else? The money briefcase. Oh man, oh New World Order was good, but that was like the WCW. And what I the one I liked from them was I think Mick Foley came from WCW. Oh, you missed the you're saying you missed it, or do you miss it? As in you get sad when you think about it. I am confusion. I gotta go get some water. My mouth, my throat's dry. I'll be right back, guys. All right. Um, so sorry, I'm leaving the chair for a second. This is not a chair cast. All right, and we are back. One of my favorites was Seth Rollins. Not to mention when they when they were in the Shield. Sheesh, those were the days. Nice, the Shield. Yeah. Now Seth and Roman dominates WWE. Sierra Hotel India Echo. Smoke detector. Huh. Shield. Huh. Change the battery in your smoke detector. What? Didn't even know I had a smoke detector. Okay, I guess I will. Ready to go sleep. See you all again. All right, Kay Adams. I didn't watch wrestling when WCW was around. Oh, that was a while back. That was the 90s. Oh, Coke Zero Sugar. Yeah, that's like the only Coke I drink. I don't drink any sugar, and I gain a lot of weight when I drink sugary drinks. I get a little fat. Nothing wrong with being fat. It's just I don't want to be. I want to be healthy. I want to be in good shape. Okay, so working on a smaller scale, that part stood out to me. Maybe it really was my uncle's journal. Okay, so to recap what I'm reading so far, Vicky, I like Diet Pepsi. Oh, that's a good one. I like Pepsi. Pepsi's pretty good. But to recap so far, um, the father inherited a storage unit. He sent his son to do it. His son recruited a friend. The friend and the son went over to the storage unit. They spilled some chemical. They came back the next day. They're emptying their storage unit. And then they found a journal with the uncle's handwriting and images of him punching holes through animals, perfectly circular, and even rearranging the guts and everything on the inside to make it a perfect hole. What's a Coke with no sugar cold? I don't have the slightest idea. Rhino and Dudley were boys. What is it? Dudley boys were WCW. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, even with my basic knowledge of anatomy, the depicted steps in the process require internal and external mutilation, amputation, and surgery that look nonsensical. What was the purpose of surgically putting a hole through an animal? Just to see if they can? The notes had clinical detachment to them. Each step described plainly, but among details I spotted something that stood out. And it's quite possibly that the failure of these operations lies within the subjects instead of with the architect. The answer was right there. The subject needs to be able to survive the ordeal through mental fortitude. The shock is what's killing them. The rabbits, the dogs, the birds, they all lack the ability to forego such grievous grievous change and still remain mentally intact. The subject pool needs to change. Higher cognitive function. It's like missing element. It's like likely the missing element. The creature must want to endure. Okay, so the goal, the uncle likes to punch holes through animals. Perfect circular holes. And his goal is to see if it's possible to do that and have the animals survive. And his claim is that they won't survive because they're mentally weak. They have to have the mental desire to live through a surgery that opens a circular hole through their bodies, which is absolutely nonsensical. Something is wrong with the uncle in the story. And that is absolutely mean. Yeah, what a strange, what a bizarre story. The notebook ended there, filled the very last space available. But something told me that wasn't the last one I was going to find. I wanted to read through it more intently, but John asked me what I had found, and for some reason I lied. Just some college notebooks, nothing too fancy. And I tossed it into the take-home box. Before he questioned further, I felt a little guilty, but honestly, there was no point in airing out my uncle's dirty laundry for John, but I was sure as hell going to show my dad when he got back. I'm sure he'd be just as disturbed as I was. Yeah, rightfully so. Yeah, rightfully so. I mean, you have a imagine if your brother is out there and he's punching holes through animals. Yeah, you definitely want to tell your dad. I had to put it out of my mind for now, as John and I dug in our heels to get through the mountain of belongings. We found old clothes, shoes, old coins, and a collection of hats, of which we piled to go through later. As we got closer to the back, we dug out the old locked chest, and John asked if I wanted him to crack it open. Honestly, I was afraid it was going to be more creepy dissection journal shit. So I lied again, needlessly. I think my dad wanted that chest. I'd rather give it to him still locked, I said, without thinking. Yeah, that makes sense, John replied, his attention turning to a basketball size jar in a deep drawer. How is John not finding stuff? You would think both of them are finding creepy stuff. They're both looking. Either that or John is lying or pretending that he doesn't see any of the bad stuff. Dude, give me the light, John grunted while setting the heavy liquid filled jar on his knees, a thick layer of dust obscuring the contents. He sat facing me with the jar between us and raised the flashlight up to the side of the jar, flicking on it. Flicking it on. The light silhouetted the outline of some small preserved animal, but as John moved the flashlight, I felt my breath catch in my throat. The light was shining straight through a large hole in the midsection, the ridges smooth, with medical precision. John spoke first as we both stared. Dude, your uncle has some weird shit. Tell me about it. Unfortunately, our luck didn't end there. We found nearly 10 more jars of various sizes, all filled with liquid and something dead. Each one with the same hole, their bodies misshapen and covered in scars. I tried to find comfort in the fact that he was a medical professional and that somehow this was related to some medical study. But I couldn't see how this was benefiting anyone, unless he got some sort of sick pleasure from it. I tried to put those thoughts out of my mind and push on. John seemed like he could care less, and I let him lead by example. More music, more beer, more lifting shit, into a truck, and things seemed to be going well until until I left John to take a load of junk to the landfill. I was gone only about 20 minutes, but when I turned back into the lot and backed the truck into the spot, I realized I hadn't spotted John yet. But the storage unit was still wide open. I figured he had wandered to a corner or somewhere to piss and hopped out of the car. I called out his name and I stepped out into in case he was in earshot. I gave it a beat before I yelled out again, but got nothing. Giving up for now, I started toward the open unit to see what John had done while I was gone. But as I stepped around a heavy bookshelf, I spotted John's shoe sticking out from behind the low table. My heart picking up speed, I quickly stepped around the table and saw John sprawled out on the floor, face down, lying on top of something. John, I half shouted as I knelt down, grunting as I shifted him on his side. For a terrifying second, I thought he was dead, but I could feel he was breathing through his nose. Guess he's not dead yet. I managed to shake him awake, and he looked just as confused as I was. Do you remember what happened? I asked as he looked around collecting himself. Why are we on the ground? He ignored my question. I helped John to his feet and told him how I'd found him. I grabbed the book and then, I'm not sure, John stammered as he tried to recall what happened. I looked down and sure enough, I spotted a hardcover book lying on the ground where he had fallen. I scooped it up, I flipped it open to find the center of the book hollowed out, as if someone had cut a perfect hole through each page. The pages were smeared with ink. Whatever the book was about before it was impossible to tell now. Okay. Uh yeah, I love them too. I do love animals. I absolutely agree with you, Vicky. I love animals so much. So much. I felt I felt strange looking at it, like how your head feels when you wake up hungover. I stared into its smooth edges. The dark ink made the hole in the book appear extended endlessly, like a peering like peering into a pitch black room. My uneasiness grew until I felt a rising nausea in my throat, and I looked away from the book. The feeling persisted for a moment, longer than I felt I could breathe again. As I snapped out of it, I turned to John and concerned, are you all right now? I'm not sure. I still feel sick, but I think I'm okay. We stepped out of the storage until to get unit together and agreed we could use a water break. And he seemed to feel a bit better after that. Maybe he was just dehydrated. Yeah, do I have to work tomorrow? Yeah, I do. I do need to work tomorrow. Every day until I finish the project. And then I can rest. But why? Why what's up? No, JF72 said hi. Hey, what's up? Yeah, um, work, I guess. Mm, mm. Excuse me. I've never heard of a book making someone pass out before. Something about the hole through the pages and the ink. Maybe it was some sort of optical illusion that made you feel sick. But that explanation sounded a lot better in my head. I couldn't quite wrap my brain around it. The only thing I was sure of was that I wanted to be done for the day. We had been at it for 6 hours, and looking at the storage unit, I figured I could finish what was left by myself in the next couple of days. I asked John if he was ready to call it quits and go get a bite to eat, but he asked if I could just take him home for the night. I guess John is done. Still here, my guy. By what's it? BYW cooking steak at the moment. Let's go, dude. I freaking love steak. Man, steak's so good. I in any kind of grilling. I like grills. Are you on a grill or are you on a frying pan? The ride back was noticeably quieter than usual. John and I made light small talk, and periodically I'd check out how he was feeling again. Before I dropped him off, I reminded him to let someone know he passed out today. I was mostly just worried he hit his head on the way down. And even though he seemed fine, I wasn't sure how to tell if he had a concussion or not. Just better be safe than sorry. Hmm. Man, I'm going to cheat. I'm gonna I'm gonna scroll all the way down and just look for the plot twist. What happens at the end? Mm, let's see. Tears filled my eyes before it was smearing. Slowly ducked inside, letting. Okay, so I want to know what happened. The drive there is a blur. I know, baby. You're supposed to land on your feet, dumb dumb. Come here. Ah, this cat doesn't land on his feet. I'm sorry, baby. I'm so sorry. Hmm. I know Lex is a little strange. He's not a. Oh, he's grabbing my face. He's not a normal cat. He's a. He's a strange cat, for sure. Most cats don't let you touch the belly, but this one likes it. I don't know why, but this one doesn't mind if you touch the belly. It's a strange cat. Land on your feet, buddy. That's your only training. Slowly ducked inside, letting my eyes blah, blah, blah. I squeezed between shelves. Before before me was a swimming, IV-fed, dangling line of people. Braces on their bodies held them in place, each person's chest against the back of the person in front of them, restrained in such a way that the holes through each of them lined out perfectly to form one long tunnel of living flesh. And at the front of the line was John. His stitches still. Oh, wow. What? His stitches still fresh and bleeding. Please, Isaac, he whimpered. 10 people in total were lined up, alive, chained together like some long human tube. The line didn't penetrate past the third person, leaving a dark pit in the fleshy hole. Tears filled my eyes as some of the people began to stir. They called out, some more coherent than others. They begged to be killed. but I couldn't move. I couldn't breathe. I reached out to John. Unable to speak, I reached for his neck, but I couldn't bring myself to choke him. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I started backing away, a familiar nausea rising in my stomach. I had to look away from the hole, away from John, away from everything. But before I could take another step, I felt a firm hand on my shoulder. You can't destroy it, can you? My father's voice was unrecognizable now. His speech sounded thick and labored. The feeling in my head turned, but the anticipation was different now. It's like I could feel someone or something reaching out to me, warming, warming into my mind. It was speaking to me, but I couldn't hear what it was saying. I looked back to my father, and he looked just as scared as I did. You feel it now, don't you? With that, we could overcome the madness that comes with its gift, its instincts, its imposing over your own, the conduit as the gift. I could speak to your mom through Uncle Mason. His eyes begun filling with tears as he spoke. He said, to keep this all away from you, and I promised I would. His words broke into sobs. I don't think I'm still in here anymore. He clutched at his head. Mason, you could ask to see the future. He could see everything. All he had to do was ask. His face quivered as he continued, I did what it asked of us. I had to. You can't. You can't say no to God. I turned away from my father. This was the gate. These people were the links. My uncle was the conduit. What's on the other side? I whispered, like the hole was listening, watching tears roll down John's face. Go and see, my father mouthed back as I began to approach the gate. John writhed against the head restraints, as it was the only part he could still move. I closed my eyes, but I could still see the hole before me in the dark, out my lids. My head felt as though 1,000 worms writhed inside its dark confines, and I distantly felt myself kneel before John as if I was going numb. With my hands before me, I began to push my way through John's chest into the tunnel of flesh. I could feel his stitches and flesh wounds tear and reopen as I pushed my shoulder through the tunnel, constricting around me like an intestinal wall. I could hear, what is it? Intestinal wall. I could hear the muffled wails and whines of the lynx, thrashing their heads as I began to pull myself through them. I felt the walls widening around my hips and shoulders, tearing, stretching, breaking. I could feel the crunch of weak ribs and the give of tortured flesh as I used my feet to propel deeper. Wish my cat would let me hold him like that. Yeah, okay, so this took a really dark turn. This took a very dark turn. They made a line of people and they punched a hole through all of them and kind of like tied them together. This is so bizarre. I pulled myself deeper feverishly, like salvation lay on the other side. I continued to crawl and push until the air grew thin and the light was gone. I was slick with blood and sweat, but the tunnel grew wetter still, like I had climbed into the organ of a great beast. The feeling in my head grew. I had to be close. I was almost there. I just had to crawl a little deeper, and I'd be home. I'd be whole. The credit goes to Mr. Sloogie. That's the person who wrote this. This is so strange. No resolution. Like there's no resolution to this, to the story. I guess at the end they find corpses or live people tied together with a hole punched through them. And the main character's intuition was to crawl into the hole and keep crawling and crawling and crawling. And that's how the story ends. What a strange story. Very strange indeed. Ben drowned. I take it this is a popular one. That is a weird story, especially with such a strange ending. I was hoping for something more, I don't know, some sort of closure, but there was none. What up, fake person? I'll entertain that. Sure. What exactly is fake about me? I don't know. I'm feeling pretty real today. Nah, definitely. He probably just stopped by to say that. There isn't two of me for starters, and I can't give you any information. Well, that's there isn't two of you. That would be a crime. Well, I'm actually pretty happy that there isn't two of you. There would be two eccentric people making nonsensical comments. Could you imagine? And isn't that South Park episode where there's the accountant? I think Kyle goes to see the accountant and says, "Got him out of here! Get out of here! Let's go." Was that you, Zinx? Vicky, 1,000 seconds. 68,000 seconds. Let's go. Let's go. Oh man. No, I really appreciate you guys for doing that. Oh wait, what? Was that you? Wait, were you the Oh, that's funny. Emergency service training and That was quite the emergency. Wait, what's going on? Me and my my Zings timed him at the same time. Let's go. Good job, guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you for that must have been a bot. Like there's no way that was a real person. Because none of the none of the comments made any sense. There was no continuity between the comments. Thank you, Vicky. Thank you, Zinks. You guys are peak. You guys are essential for sure. I really appreciate the work that you guys do. It's I didn't even have to do that, you know. But yeah, there was no correlation between between the things the guy was saying. It was just probably just trolling. Yeah, he was either trolling or it was like a bot, just saying strange things. You got that right. Vicky and Sings just squashing it, crushing the ops, the ops. One or the other, yeah, for sure. But yeah, that didn't last long. Oh, hey, 666. I appreciate you being here. By the way, you stuck around the whole time. That's pretty awesome. It's a loner. A loner. Oh no. Goner. Oh, it's Goner. Not okay. Gotcha. I thought you said the other thing. The double O. Uh, hmm. But yeah, all right, guys. Well, maybe I should. I was just studying. Didn't pay much attention to the story. Yeah, it was a strange story. It was putting me to bed, and I was probably putting everybody else to bed. But maybe I shouldn't read those stories anymore. There's no satisfaction. I don't feel satisfied. I'd rather talk about wrestling. That was more interesting. But by the way, this segment is dedicated to you guys. So if you guys don't like what's going on, we can always do something else. This is it's late it's the late hours show, but no, actually not quite. Um the after hours show is dedicated to you guys. So you guys decide what happens next. Like the morning show and the afternoon show with the puppies and cats, I control that show. We're doing what I want to do. But when we come to the after hours show, you guys decide. This is your show. And you guys decide what we talk about, what we don't talk about, if something is boring, if something is um it's just not if it's putting you to sleep, it's whatever. We can talk about something else. Yeah, bro. Wrestling got me pumped. Yeah, man. You know what I stopped seeing now that we talked about wrestling? Hold on, give me a second. Maybe reaction videos if it comes to it. Maybe we should do some deep lore about the backgrounds or any other scary stories, especially non-copyright stories. Yeah, for sure. Zinks. Stories making you fall asleep ain't bad this this hour. Yeah, it helps. What time is it here? It's 12:23. It's midnight. and I gotta get up at 5. I need to be up in 4 hours and 30 minutes. Up and at 'em, ready to go to work. Do I watch UFC? Not as much as I used to. I like the UFC era that I really liked is between 2005 and 2014, 2015 maybe. It's 1, 2, 3. I am here. Let's sleep, bro. Yeah, yeah. The UFC is awesome, but I like that was like the peak UFC era. Oh yeah, John Jones, John Bones Jones, and then GSP Anderson. Yep, yep. We had Matt Serra, Matt Hughes, Diego Sanchez. We had who the Diaz brothers, right? We had Dan Henderson, Michael Bisping, uh, Kale Sonnen. We had Ken Shamrock, Tito Ortiz, obviously GSP. We had Rashad Evans. Yeah, absolutely, Vicky. I think it's time. But yeah, yeah. Going back, we even had a Lyoto Machida. We had um, who else? Chris Weidman. I guess remember when Chris Weidman broke Anderson's leg? Man, that was gnarly. What else? We had oh man, BJ Penn. Man, what a great era. What a great era. Oh my gosh. Who else? Who else? Dominic. Who was it? Man, I forgot. But Rampage Jackson. Oh man, he's a streamer now. Saying do it, Chris. Oh yep, yep. But Rampage Jackson. He's now a live streamer. I think he's an IRL streamer actually. Who else? Man, like between 2005 and 2015 was like the best UFC era, like hands down. Yeah, yeah, definitely. I like Rampage. Man, what a beast! What a beast of a man, for sure. Raja, oh, his son. Yeah, he recently beat somebody to a pulp, and I don't know if he went to prison for that, but yeah, like he almost killed a dude, just beat him to a pulp. Yeah, Raja, man. Whew. No, that was really something, and it was supposed to be like the fake wrestling. Like it wasn't even a UFC fight. It was like like a semi-pro wrestling, and Roger Jackson went and just obliterated the guy. Man, that was really something. Who else? Man, but yeah, that era of the UFC was something else. Man, and I remember when the Ultimate Fighter. You guys remember that the UFC's Ultimate Fighter? Um, man, I remember when that was so much fun, and it got progressively worse. Just like every year started getting worse and worse and worse. Hand. Tough. Yeah. That one. Man, that was something. That was really something. It just like it started really good, and then they started like cracking down on what they could do. Because in the beginning they were wild creatures. Like they were getting into fights, doing all these things, getting drunk, getting going like they were just being unruly. Oh, it's now the Contender series. But it's the same concept, right? It's the same deal. Um, the Contender. Huh. I need to check that out. Maybe it's good. You never know. Anyways, well, guys, I am ready. I gotta be up for work in 4 hours and 30 minutes. So if you guys wanna be here again tomorrow, we'll do something different. Like this whole like reading a story. Like I thought the story would take a. It's just that when I read these stories, they look promising, and then the buildup is unnecessarily wrong. Like everything I read could have been concise. Oh, thank you, Zinks, and thank you, Vicky. You guys, you guys have a good night. And if you guys write stories of your own, consider the following: consider syntax, consider conjugations, precision, concision, grammar and punctuation, right? Remember those are those elements of story writing are important. Make it a 3 arc storyline, beginning, middle, and the end. Don't make it tangential. You're writing a short story, not a book. And make sure the build up has a heck of a payoff. Make sure that when you write your stories, if you're building up to the big reveal, like don't make the build up like 8 chapters long. Just make it decent, make it suspenseful, and then punch. This is my favorite life. Ah, Vicky. Man, Vicky, you're so awesome. Thank you for saying that. No matter what the streams come in, I'm always gonna be here. Ah, Zinks, come on. Thanks, bro. Absolutely, go with a bang. Thanks, Zinks. You're a real bro. Thank you for saying that. Anyways, guys, I gotta be up in less than 5 hours. Get ready for work. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. But hey, guys, like, I'll tell you one thing. Let me clue you in. When we get to the after hours show, and I'm talking about something that you guys don't like collectively kind of don't care about. It's kind of boring. Like you're not gonna hurt my feelings. The At that point, the live stream is not about me. It's about you. All right. Once we make it once we make it to the after hours show, you guys are in control. All right. And if there's anything you don't like, or you rather change the subject and talk about something relatively more substantially more interesting, you're not gonna hurt my feelings. All right. With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. I gotta be at work here soon in like 4 hours. So more like 4 hours and 15 minutes. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place. All right. And we'll talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. And I'll try to think about things throughout the day. Think about activities. Think about, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Good night, guys. Good night, Vicky. And good night, 666. And good night, Zinks. I'll see you. Until next time. Good night.